What's up, everyone? Welcome back to ManTheShip, the official podcast for CNU football and CNU athletics. I'm Bo Sano, a junior receiver.
And I'm Max Lawton, a junior punter and kickoff specialist. We're here to shine a light on CNU athletics and give alumni, fans, and students an inside look on what's happening with the captains.
And today is a little different because it's our pleasure to introduce the very first regular of the show.
A three-time all-conference tight end, and a man who's made 32 consecutive starts for the captains.
You got a little taste of him last time. He's a good friend, the face of Friday's favorite plays, Jason Viernes. Freak. What up, baby?
What's up? How y'all doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm good, bro. I mean, the podcast, first episode just
Yeah.
dropped not too long ago.
Yep.
We've gotten low-key a lot of recognition from a good amount of random people.
Yep.
Like, obviously the football guys have talked to us, but...
Yeah, but I mean, just kind of like walking around campus and stuff. I was in the training room earlier. Someone came up and was saying something about it. So it's just, it's cool to see that it's kind of catching and people are watching it.
Definitely. I was just in study hall. I was just telling y'all, Kate Gomez came up and she was throwing ideas at me for the podcast. So it's very exciting.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like, even at, like, max outs this week, like, we've been maxing out all week. But, like, since we've been there, bro, like, I feel like we've had so many different people just come up to us and, like, be like, hey, when can I get on the podcast? Hey, when's this next one dropping? Like, they're excited for it, so it's pretty cool.
Or they go, Schneed it.
Yeah. Henry Strickland came up to me today and just goes, Schneed it. And I was like, oh, that's funny. But
That's funny. So how's Maxie going for you?
it's all right. I mean, I'm dealing with a couple injuries right now, so I'm not working at my best, but I'm still putting up pretty good numbers, but we still got squats on Friday, so
Yeah, last
hopefully
one.
I can.
I was gonna say we haven't even squatted yet, but I was gonna ask how if you want to tell the people how much you power cleaned and benched this morning.
I
What you maxed
power
out at.
clean 245, something like that, and then I benched 335.
Yeah, those are all right.
We all start somewhere.
What'd y'all bench, huh?
Not quite that.
A little
Not-
210
not
for
quite
two,
that.
you know,
Yeah, something like that.
some calm.
Yeah, but like, what y'all been up to? Anything good?
Really more of the same what you're saying, max outs. I mean, we got exam week coming this week, so it's kind of been, yeah, it's been tough. I mean,
I took a couple. Go ahead. Sorry,
Yeah, I
my
know I
bad.
got one tonight, so that'll be brutal.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like, I know that we all have been kind of together for most of this past couple of weeks, like watching like all the Olympics and stuff. Like, how do y'all feel about like how the USA has done? Because we kind of went crazy this past couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the big shout out to the men's and women's hockey teams taking home the gold. I felt like that's what most people talked about and was excited about, especially the women's, because it seemed like they have a rivalry with Canada or whatever it means. Same with
Like,
men's.
yeah, we have an overall rivalry
Yeah,
with Canada.
that is true. That is true. But I mean, just the way they've gone back and forth in their series and how Canada's won the last two and we won the two before, whatever it is. But
yeah, for sure.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I think it was definitely cool that both games ended up being overtime, just kind of golden goal opportunities. And it's been pretty cool seeing them, coming out saying we own hockey now and stuff like that. And that's got to be tough for people up there. But
Yeah, bro. I've been getting all like the TikToks, like the patriotic TikToks. And it's just like an eagle and then like the hockey teams and like all that. Bro, it's been so funny.
Playing Freebird in the back.
Yeah. Bro, like kind of speaking on what you were talking about, like the women's team, like going crazy. Like we've honestly kind of been going crazy over the board for Olympics. Like 8 of the 12 gold medals were from women sports and stuff. Like it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
it's kind of caught on here too with the women's side of athletics. I mean, cross team's undefeated. Softball's hot right now.
Yeah.
I'm just all around. I mean, here and with the Olympics, been a great month for women's sports.
Yeah, even here, like not even only talking about like the winter sports, like back in the fall, like obviously field hockey made the Final Four.
Shout out field hockey.
Yeah, like women's soccer has always been like nationally ranked and kind of known. But like I mean, I feel like the women's sports here have just kind of been like holding it down.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to bring up Hellebuck's State of the Union appearance?
I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's just, the Presidential Medal of Freedom is like the highest award a civilian can earn in our country. I mean, for an athlete to get that, it kind of speaks on the performance he had. I think he saved 41 or 42 shots against Canada. He stood on his head on a 5-on-3.
Bro, that one was crazy. The one behind the back
behind,
with the stick.
and he caught it.
Should have been able to tuck that. It was crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, speaking of school pride and stuff, like what we got next? What we got, Max?
All right, fellas. So today I'm just going to kind of tap into what's been going on this past week for us personally with football and with athletics as a whole. In addition to those two things, I also want to drop a little hot take for y'all and see what y'all think about that.
What kind of hot take we got, Max?
All right, fellas. My hot take for this week is that at CNU, the best athlete might not be a member of the football team.
Now, when you say athlete, are you talking about athlete as a whole or athlete in their respective sport?
I think a little bit of both. I mean, obviously, weight room's different for every sport. You know,
Definitely.
certain lifts are catered to other athletes, like other sports and stuff like that. And obviously, respective to their sport, you got people that are really like 2-time All-Americans, 3-time All-Americans that have been standing on their heads. So I think kind of holistically, if you look at it, you know, there's, it hurts to say a little bit, but like there's a possibility that the best athlete on campus might not be one of our boys.
I mean, yeah, I can see that. Like, I mean, like some of our friends, our close friends, are like 2-3 times All-Americans. Like Brooklyn is, I think, 2-time.
Yeah,
then,
preseason this year too. Yeah.
Obviously, like the girl on field hockey, Caroline Hewlett, she's been going crazy ever since she got here.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't really discount the guys we have.
Oh,
on
no,
football.
no.
Like,
We also just have numbers too. We
we do have a lot.
got
guys
numbers. We
compared
got
to
numbers
everyone else.
on every other sports team.
Yeah, I mean, me and Donk, what we're talking about this morning, like, it's kind of like, to us, like, obviously during Max Week, like, we're not, like, super strong compared to other football players, but then, like, you look at it compared to, like, more people who don't play sports and, like, other sports, like, we're kind of, like, I don't want to say superhuman, but, like,
freaks.
we put up some freak numbers and, like, some crazy, like, we run crazy fast and we're crazy strong at the same time, so, like, I don't know.
Yeah, and I think part of that kind of caters to what I was saying. It's like certain sports lift different ways. I mean, obviously the baseball team might not be lifting the same way as the volleyball team's lifting and stuff like that. So I think when you do look at those numbers, some of them are like, all right, we got guys that squat 600 pounds, but other sports might not need that, where our offensive linemen, like those dudes got to be able to load that weight.
Yeah, that's true.
And I mean, like on the field stuff, like you were saying, the people you mentioned before, you got Kevin dropping, 15 points last week in 2 games, something
12,
like that.
12 assists in 2 games.
I mean, 2-time All-American himself. I think it was preseason this year. Bellinger was, defensive player of the year preseason?
Insane.
Yeah.
He's insane.
Saw him last week on Jason's bid. I mean, it was nuts. I mean, I think you can't discredit some of the other sports and the athletes they have just because maybe the weight room numbers aren't the same or the 40 times and stuff like that. But, I mean, we obviously got guys. I mean,
obviously we're biased a little bit too.
yeah, you
like,
got Jordan Lennon. You
Noah.
got Noah's
a dog.
yeah, I mean Jordan's jumping over people every play he has. Like, every option he gets, he's gonna try to hurdle someone.
He need to stop that though. He need to put that shoulder down.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, going back to the baseball, or not baseball, but talking best athlete, I think baseball players, I hate to say it, but it seems like they can play a lot of other sports at a high level.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean?
Hitting the baseballs, in my opinion, got to be one of the hardest things to do in all sports.
Yep.
I mean, you see those guys out in basketball or throwing a football outside, like whatever it is, they always seem to kind of catch on.
It becomes natural.
You got guys like Connor last year that was playing
Yep.
baseball and football, so you kind of see that crossover with other sports as well.
Definitely.
So,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you're gonna bring up IMs, the football team, IM basketball team, they've been pretty good.
Teams.
Yeah. I can't forget big boys.
Don't discredit the boys here.
But I mean, like, you got Walker Conrad out there, who's 6'6", 6'5", about
He's a big guy.
80.
80?
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
He's
280.
hooping. He's dropping at least like 15 a game. Like,
He had one last night, like spin move, step back, fade from. I mean, you were playing with him. I mean, nasty. Like someone his size should not be moving like that.
Yeah,
Freak
I was calling him Baby Jokic. You said there's not much baby about him. I
Nah,
said the
yeah.
Jokic, he's pretty
He's a
baby
big
to
boy.
Jokic.
yeah, for sure, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, like, kind of bringing it. I feel like bringing it kind of back more towards the women's side. Like, yeah, I mean, for most people, they'll just see them, they'll just be like, oh, no, that's just a regular girl. But like, then you go watch them play. Like, when we watched the lacrosse game this past week against Roanoke, like, bro, they were moving, bro. They were like, I probably couldn't do half the things they did.
I know
Like,
for a fact I couldn't.
yeah, like, I couldn't do all the stuff they do. So, like, I mean, I don't want to say they might be the best, but like a lot of the women's sports, like, they got a lot of really good athletes here.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know if this is controversial, but like, I don't know, are the women's sports potentially the more dominant
up right now?
sports at
Yeah.
CNU than men's sports? I mean,
I don't think it's a ridiculous argument.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
wouldn't.
there's definitely an argument there.
There's definitely an
You look
argument.
back, Softball won a national championship. It was 2023, our freshman year here.
Yeah.
Soccer
basketball won the year before.
Yeah, basketball in the year prior. Soccer was in the Final Four. Field hockey's in the Final Four. Like I said, the lacrosse team's dominating this spring. Like, obviously, we had a good year, 10-1. The men's lacrosse team's deep playoff run every year. Men's basketball is really good every year. Like, I don't think that's a ridiculous argument to make, though.
Yeah, I mean, they've been. I feel like especially this year, obviously. I mean, overall, senior athletics this year has kind of been going crazy. And we'll see that later when we talk about our players of the week. Yeah. But overall, I feel like the women's sports have naturally always been pretty good here, and they've always naturally just dominated. And like, obviously this year, it's very evident that we're a different type of school. Like, when you come to play a women's sport here, like you're gonna come here and you're probably gonna dominate. Like,
yeah, I mean the expectations just to win from them. We kind of touched on that last week with football and how that culture shifted for us. Like for women's sports across the board, like when we go to a lacrosse game or something like that, you're expecting to see them win, and you're expecting them to win pretty big for the most part. So I think, like, going back to like the best athlete on campus, like that's not a crazy thing to say that it might not be a football player, and it very well could be on the women's side of athletics as well.
I was about to say it could be on the women's side. Yeah.
And speaking about some of the women's athletes, Jason, if you want to kind of shine some light on some of your plays here.
I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, we've had a lot of crazy plays like these past couple weeks. Honestly, like it was really hard for me to choose.
Lots of players of the week as well.
Yeah. CNU absolutely took over the coast to coast and the coastal lacrosse. Like, they took over those player of the weeks. So, I mean, we have a lot of guys, but I'm ready to go into my plays of the week.
Let's do it.
Welcome back, everybody, to Friday's Favorite Plays. Today I'm joined by two of your favorite hosts, Max Lawn and Bo Sana. These past couple of weeks have been absolutely insane for the captains all across the board. With an absolute takeover on the Player of the Week board, seniors had a total of 8 athletes who earned the honor. Although I would love to watch every play from every athlete, my top plays will absolutely not disappoint you at all today. So stay tuned because you won't want to miss this. To start off, we got to go to women's lacrosse team with one of our close friends, Faith O'Connor. The three of us were actually at this game in person on February 21st against Roanoke, where Faith tallied 4 goals in the dominant win against the Maroons. We knew as soon as we saw this goal, we had to include it in my favorite plays. Moving to the softball field, Natalie Quinlan had a fantastic 2-game series against Methodist. She hit an absolute line drive home run in the first inning, and in the third inning, she hit her second all the way out to left field, where she absolutely smoked it.
No doubt about it.
All right, onto the baseball field. The Captains played Marietta College. This is single-handedly the craziest baseball game I've ever witnessed. Struggling bullpens on both sides of the diamond, the game came down to extra innings. Heading into the bottom of the 10th, the Captains were down 20-18 with 2 outs already on the board. Tension was tight. That was until the boys' bats got hot. Ashton Hilton punched a single base hit to bring Koenig and Saunders home, tying the game 20 apiece. If you're a Friday Player of the Week, Braden Mazzoni steps in the box and rips a double into right center, sending Hilton home, walking off the victory for the Captains. I mean, he absolutely killed this ball.
Yeah, that ball's plastered.
Absolutely electric. In the 10th inning, extra inning, that's just a crazy way to go out in that series.
That's a football score too. I mean, 20-21. It's 3 touchdowns apiece. That's crazy.
And that's one of my close friends. So seeing him hit that, that was insane for me.
Should have been over the fence. Almost was.
I mean, seeing a walk off like that, that's exactly what we were just talking about with the Olympics and the hockey teams. End of the game like that, it just means more.
Yeah, for real. But, all right, well. Thank you for tuning in to Friday's Favorite Plays. Shout out to all the teams that played this past week. If you want to suggest your team's best plays of the week, send it to any of our socials on the screen. Let's head back to the studio. Deuces. All right, thank you, JV. That was pretty awesome. Now we're going to get into some of our coast-to-coast player of the week mentions. Starting off, we got Aaron Maxey. He led CNU baseball by going 9 for 16, and he also hit in a career 5-hit game, so shout out to him.
Well, let's take it over to softball, where Natalie Quinlan led the season-opening sweep by hitting 2 home runs and going 3 for 5 at the plate. She finished the doubleheader with 5 runs scored. Also, Caroline Alger, I think, was named Pitcher of the Week after a perfect debut at Methodist. She retired all 14 batters she faced and struck out 5 in 4.5 innings to earn the victory.
Over on the women's lacrosse side, Alana Sorkin was named the Offensive Player of the Week after matching a career-high 6 points in the 17-9 win against Roanoke.
And shout out to Molly Campbell. She was named the Defensive Player of the Week after recording a career-high 6 caused turnovers in the 17-9 win over Roanoke, tying for the 8th most in program history.
Taking it to women's basketball, Haley Kellogg led the captains by averaging 11 points and 3 assists over 2 games, highlighted by a career-high 18 points against Mary Washington. In the contest, she played a 13-year program high of 38 minutes and went a perfect 6 for 6 from the free throw line in the final 2 minutes to seal the win.
On the men's lacrosse side of things, Kevin Miller earned Offensive Player of the Week after dropping 12 total assists, 6 in each of his 2 games, tying for the 4th highest single game total in program history.
And on the defensive side, Mason Bellinger again by recording 13 stops and 7 ground balls in the win over Stevenson. His performance was anchored by a dominant stretch in the 2 middle quarters where he made 9 saves against the Mustangs.
And then we want to shout out track and field winning the 2026 Coast to Coast Indoor Track and Field Championship, where CNU swept the competition.
Yeah, the men's side, they put up 166 points, and our boy, former football player Seth Morris, took male athlete of the meet.
Yeah, and on the women's side, they put up 158.33 points, and the women's field athlete of the meet was Riley Arrett. I mean, it was an absolutely dominant performance by every single athlete this past week or two. Like, it was honestly really impressive to see. A lot of information for me to try and find this week. It was rough, but they did really good, bro. I'm proud of all of them.
Yeah, it's a great week for the captains as a whole. I mean, it's pretty cool, too, like touching back on Seth Morris, like seeing a dude that we played with our freshman year come out, flip sports to something, and now he's setting records, throwing shot and discus and stuff like that, winning athlete of the week. It's pretty cool to see it come full circle for him.
Yeah, he's also one of like the strongest people.
Yeah, he's huge.
He's insane.
He's huge.
Well, I mean, Jason, I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but we've entered the 2-minute drill. The rules are simple. I have a list of questions for you. You have 8 seconds to answer, no explaining. If you explain, you owe us some push-ups.
Push-ups?
Good with that?
Push-ups.
I mean, I guess.
All right.
I got my list of questions right here.
All right, I'm ready.
You sure?
Lock me in.
You ready?
I'm ready to go.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Hardest stadium to play in?
Randolph-Macon.
Beach or mountain vacation?
Beach.
Hardest practice drill?
Inside.
Best hands on the team?
Bo.
Teammate most likely to join WWE?
Ari Rosenberg.
Vocal leader or lead by example?
Lead by example.
Favorite lift to max out?
Bench.
Favorite senior building?
Greek row.
Cold tub or sauna?
Sauna.
Red zone fade or slant?
Red zone fade.
Red zone fade?
Red zone fade?
No ISO, power.
I mean, we know I'm not running.
You ain't catching no fade.
Or a slant. Like,
I mean,
I'm going to be in the backfield in a 3-point stance, and I'm running down the gut. Like,
yeah, Coach, if you're watching, red zone fade.
Red zone fade.
Coach Crowley, can we get a red zone fade?
Throw that in there
Jason?
for him.
Red zone fade.
I mean, Greek row. That's
what
a solid
about,
choice.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I
Are you
mean,
very familiar with that area?
I love all the philanthropies they do. They're very
Beautiful buildings, you know.
Yeah, great
all that
buildings.
stuff.
I mean,
Nice brick.
yeah, great bricks, good pillars.
Yeah, nice
Yeah.
columns. Yeah,
Yeah, a lot
I
of
like
nice
the
people who live
columns.
there too. Like, I've got a lot of friends in there. They're really good people. So,
All right, well, and with that, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. On behalf of Jason, Bo, and myself, we will see y'all next time on the ManTheShip podcast.
Deuces.